Hi folks, this is Anne with IP Note. Today our partner Luis from Venturini IP has joined me to discuss Brazilian IP for applicants. Hello Luis, thanks for joining.
Good morning. Thank you for this interview and for the opportunity to share with you a bit of my professional experience in the IP field. It is a real pleasure to be here with you today.
Luis, you and your colleagues have a vast experience. Could you kindly share more about the expertise in the firm? Do you handle all IP matters?
Venturini IP is an intellectual property boutique firm. We are based in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and we are focused on supporting our domestic and international clients to navigate the Brazilian IP system, and more specifically, the patent system. Our team, I would say, is composed of professionals with technical and legal training. We are 100% dedicated to supporting our clients throughout the entire R&D cycle, I would say, with, of course, solutions focused on IP, such as, for example, delivering patent landscapes, conducting freedom to operate analysis, conducting prior art searches, drafting and filing patent applications. We also cover trademark and industrial designs. But due to my partner's background, so here maybe a quick presentation of Andrea Venturini. He is the founding partner. He is a patent engineer with more than 20 years of experience in the patent field. And Karina Daya, my other partner, she is also a patent engineer and a biologist and biochemist. So due to their backgrounds, at least at the beginning of the firm, we were naturally more focused on patents. But since I joined in 2022, we have expanded our expertise by developing new services related to the patent field, but also increasing our trademark and industrial design practices. For me, I'm an attorney at law with 15 years of experience in IP. I have worked as a patent litigator in the past, but since I joined the firm, I have developed a keen interest in subjects like licensing, IP monetization and valuation, as well as IP management consulting. So since the past 4 years, we have been providing on a regular basis tailored patent-related solutions in the areas of patent monetization and transactions. We have the capacity to assist our clients in leveraging their assets to generate revenue through licensing and other transactions. We also have the necessary resources to carry out patent valuations, to identify third parties interested in transfer of technology, licensing, as well as to draft and negotiate the corresponding contracts. And in addition to that, we assist our clients in corporate transactions such as M&As by conducting due diligence of IP portfolios. I would say that since July 2021, we have successfully and continuously conducted IP management consulting projects for domestic firms, for domestic clients willing to implement organizational and an effective operating model to unlock the IP value potential. And finally, I would say that me and Andrea, we both have a bicultural background and a very tight relationship with France. So this is the reason why we have developed a French desk to offer French-speaking companies a comprehensive service covering all aspects of IP in Brazil.
That's awesome. IP monetization and IP management sounds very interesting since not a lot of applicants know about that, especially IP management. They don't know how to manage and why to manage their IP portfolio, the IP types. I think it is a good topic for discussion in the next interviews. However, you mentioned that you also work with French-speaking clients, and I also have noticed that more and more applicants want to enter the Latin American market, especially Brazil. Due to your experience, from which countries do applicants usually come?
So I would say that Brazil is still a country of the future, as would say a famous Austrian author. But Brazil is still a very attractive country. That's what I want to say, with a big potential in different areas. And this can be observed in terms of foreign patent applications coming to Brazil. So Brazil is the 11th jurisdiction in terms of number of patent application. And approximately, I would say 80% of patent applications in Brazil are filed by non-residents. So foreign companies willing to access the market in a secure way. When we look at the Brazilian PTO, the Brazilian Patent and Trademark Office annual report for the year 2022, and this is the latest one that we have, we may find some interesting figures reflecting the patent activity in the country. So a total of approximately 27,000 applications was filed in Brazil in 2022. And when we consider the nationality of applicants, and answering your question, I would say that the United States is still leading the number of patent applications, being responsible for more or less 29% of total filings here in Brazil. So the USA is followed by Brazil, China, Germany, Switzerland, Japan, France, the UK, and Italy, and also the Netherlands. So it is quite remarkable the increasing presence of China among the top applicants, which did not appear in the top 10 nationalities in a recent past. And with respect to Brazilian applicants, only applications filed by individuals still represent the biggest share. It is followed by Brazilian companies, universities, and then smaller companies and associations. So these numbers, they are interesting one, and they also reflect in our day-to-day practice, because we have been working exactly with clients coming from the countries that I mentioned.
Wow. The numbers are like changing my mind, because I thought that the USA is in the first tab. However, the second one may be some European countries or Brazilian market. Okay, thank you. And you have mentioned that Brazil is the country of the future. And in your opinion, why? Why this market become a trending direction for applicants all over the world? Are there any reasons, maybe?
Yeah, thank you for this question. It's a very good one, because we are in a very, I would say, positive moment for IP in Brazil, and filing IP in Brazil should be in every IP strategy, especially for, I would say, three main reasons. So our innovation ecosystem here in Brazil, over the past 20 years, Brazil has strengthened its innovation system through important regulatory frameworks. So for example, we have since 2016 a legal landmark of innovation that created a more favorable environment for R&D collaboration between university and companies. We also have tax incentive programs and financial incentives to innovation and R&D that do work very well and include expenses with IP prosecution in Brazil and abroad. So this is the main reason, our innovation ecosystem. The other main reason, I would say, it's our IP system, our IP prosecution system, which is improving for the challenge of performing its decisive role in stimulating R&D in the country. So since 2019, the Brazilian PTO has been taking important initiatives to consolidate itself among the main institutes in the world. So for example, they have done some institutional changes and reforms to become more productive and efficient. In relation to trademarks, we have implemented the Madrid Protocol in October 2019, which contributed to reduce the examination period of trademark applications to 6 to 12 months. The same is happening to design applications since the implementation of the Hague Agreements. When it comes to patents, so Brazil has been known for its backlog of approximately 150,000 patent applications in the past. But since 2019, the Brazilian PTO implemented this plan to fight the backlog, and it has already significantly reduced the backlog, or I would say it has almost eliminated this huge backlog that it used to have. And it was not only a question of reducing the backlog, but also to reduce the examination period and granting of patents to an average of 3 to 4 years, which is pretty much in line with the average of the main institutes around the world. The Brazilian PTO has also implemented very effective priority examination modalities, or fast track examination procedures. So for example, we have several programs like that, but I would say that the ones that have been used a lot, at least for us here at the firm, is the PPH agreements, the patent prosecution highway agreements. So it's cooperation agreements between the Brazilian PTO and other offices around the world to be able to accelerate the examination here in Brazil based on a foreign patent that has already been granted. We also have the green patent fast track. So any patent that covers a technology that is environmentally friendly will be eligible to this kind of program. And this green patents fast track works pretty well and should be considered before requesting examination of a patent application. For example, here at the firm, we were able to obtain patent applications in less than 1 year. So by using this green patent fast track program. So it's quite interesting. And every applicant that is willing to follow here in Brazil should be aware of these examination, priority examination programs. So the Brazilian PTO is on track to join the world's leading IP offices. So if you have not yet filed IP in Brazil, I would say that you are missing a golden opportunity. And the last reason, just very quickly to finish my answer, is in terms of IP litigation in Brazil. So Brazil can be an interesting venue when filing an infringement lawsuit, a patent infringement lawsuit. For instance, it is possible for a plaintiff to obtain a preliminary injunction ex parte, so before even hearing the defendant, to force the alleged infringer to stop infringing the patent. So, of course, to obtain such injunctions, some requirements need to be met, but it is possible, and they can be extremely effective. So once granted, they contribute to pressure the infringer to stop infringing, and in some cases to enter into an agreement with the patent owner.
Wow, quite many amazing, I think, reasons for entering. I also have heard about Brazilian backlog and how they just solved it or tried to solve that. And however, I haven't heard about green fast track, and it is quite interesting. Could you kindly share when did the Brazilian Patent Office just open such a program? Is it a new one or it was quite old?
No, it started as I would say, as a project pilot.
Mm.
And if I'm not mistaken, so a few years ago, and it really worked as a project pilot, and since then it has become like a proper service of the Brazilian PTO for green patents. So, for instance, maybe I can give you what is considered green patents for the Brazilian PTO. So,
Yeah, it will be
as I
great.
said, patent applications related to environmentally friendly technologies. And by environmentally friendly technologies, the BRPTO means alternative energies, transportation, energy conservation, waste management, sustainable agriculture. So any technology that has some application or a relation to one of those features that I mentioned, you can speed up, you can request the acceleration of the examination of the patent application. And we can expect a decision on the merits of the case from the Brazilian PTO in approximately 12 months. Since the filing. So it can be quite very, very effective.